We set out with a goal this year. We said, can we sign 25 bills? And because of the work of my administration, behind the scenes, talking to delegates throughout this entire weekend, we signed 26 bills. That's 10 more than they did last year. So I was really proud of the entire effort my administration put in. We were a team. We took a lot of blows, but every time we got back up on our feet, and we did better the next time. So it's my honor. I'm so happy this award goes to this gentleman. He has helped me all year. From day one, we sat down and we talked about what could we do better this year than ever has been done before. And it's my honor to introduce the Outstanding Admin Award to my dear friend, Brady.
Thank you. Members of the Model Legislature, I have the opportunity and pleasure of presenting to you Tiffany Iriana, who will present the Bill Citation Awards.
Delegates, we have 5 awards, so I'll ask you to hold your applause until everybody is up here so you can hear their names. From East Shore YMCA White, Christina Martin for Bill 1039, the School Board Act. From East Shore Blue, Jonathan Lung for Bill 1045, the Pussycat Lockdown Act. From Butler YMCA, Kathleen Smith for Bill 1015, the Epi Pennsylvania Act. From Mon Valley YMCA, Marissa Miller for 1122, the Bringing Sexual Ed Back Bill. And from East Shore YMCA Blue, 1038, the Concussion Prevention and Awareness Act from Michael Hennon. A brief note, the bill from East Shore Y for the School Board Act was actually written by your Justice Hannah Roachuk, if you'd like to give her a round of applause.
Members of the Model Legislature, I have the opportunity and pleasure of presenting to you Rachel Brocious, who will present the Best Appellee and Appellant Attorney Awards and Best Justice Awards.
This year, I would just like to say thank you to all the attorneys who have worked hard. I believe as justices, we have all agreed that you've made vast improvements from the first round that we had Friday morning to today's round. And so this award is given to Ian Quick and for Outstanding Attorney Appellee. Co-counsel Jordan Pollard. The Outstanding Appellant Award goes to Naomi Ziegler. And lastly, the Outstanding Justice Award goes to Kylie Lumley.
And how about a round of applause for Chief Justice Rachel Brocious?
Members of the model legislature, I have the opportunity and pleasure of presenting to you Lisa Stone, who will now present the Brief Citation Awards.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lisa Stone. I have the pleasure of being with the East Shore Y for the last 5 years, and by far, this is the most outstanding crew we have ever had. That's my personal opinion, but I think it's true. And I have the honor of awarding the Brief Citation Award. This first one is given to Michael Anderson from Hershey High School for Hart versus Blairsville Area School District as a fellow. Pardon the pronunciation. Second Brief Citation Award goes to Malika Kodavatiganti, Hershey High School. As a fellow. Stuck together. For appellee, Brief Citation Award given to Maddie McQuillan, Hershey High School. And the last citation for appellee brief to Pallavi Nambiar, Hershey High School. Congratulations to all four. It's my understanding that these were phenomenally high-ranking briefs, and it was a very difficult, cumbersome case this year, and I commend them personally that they did a remarkable job. Thank you.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce Chief Justice Rachel Brocious for the decision of the court.
The issues that were presented before the court are, did Hart's actions rise to the level of extreme and outrageous conduct required to establish a cause of action for intentional infliction of emotional distress? And 2, did the school district violate Hart's constitutionally protected rights to free speech? We find that Hart's amendment right was violated and that her actions did not intentionally inflict distress. The court found that Hart's speech did not rise to the level of extreme and outrageous, which is necessary to prove emotional distress. The school district then violated her First Amendment rights by punishing her for the statements made. The overall winners of the tournament would be the team of Pollard and Cook from Obama Academy. Has a dissenting opinion solely for the issue of the First Amendment.
Hello, delegates. I respect their dissent from the court's ruling over the issue of Hart's First Amendment rights, not because I disagree with the weight of the alleged disruption caused by her speech, but due to an apparent need to adjust judicial rulings to accommodate the growing and undefined issue of internet law. With knowledge of the violent potential of Hart's post, it was absolutely necessary for the school to take immediate action. They were fulfilling their need to promote the school's perhaps the most unparalleled point of our current discussion, internet consciousness and etiquette. Until now, our society has never seen the need to articulate these two issues, but the rise of social networking has prompted a hyper-awareness of these issues. Hart's Facebook post can be deleted and hidden from view of her friends, but it will never be completely erased from the internet. When she signed up for Facebook, she willingly gave permission of all of her posts to the Facebook Corporation. A hyper-awareness of this action is necessary, and our court did find correctly, but perhaps future rulings must be made taking these sorts of considerations into light. Thank you.
Thank you. Members of the model legislature, may I once again present to you Erik Rauterkus, youth governor of this model government.
This will be the last time I address you as your youth governor, so I want to start with a few thank yous. First and foremost, once again to my admin, to Brady. Thank you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. Second, and a big round of applause needs to be joined with this thank you to the presiding officers of this year's conference. I think we really worked it as a team. We did the best we could, everyone did, and I'm honored to serve with you guys. Thank you so much. Another huge round of applause, and my personal thanks has to go out to Lydia Mitchell and Zach Caldwell. Please give them a giant round of applause. And the last round of applause I'll ask for is, can we please thank the Capitol staff, the security who made this weekend possible. Thank you so much. They're out in this hall. So there's 7,079,201,478 people in this world. Wait, never mind. Now there is 7,079,201,480 people in this world, and never mind again, now there's 7,079,201,482 people in the world. I could go on forever. It would significantly extend my time as governor, but luckily for you guys, especially Callie and Derek, I will not. There's over 7 billion people in this world. 7 billion people that could cure AIDS, 7 billion people that could end wars, 7 billion people that could bring peace to the Middle East, 7 billion people that could fight climate change, 7 billion people that could end genocide, and 7 billion people that could bring happiness and joy to the world. There are 7 billion people that could do anything. But here's the problem. You don't know what they'll do. You don't know what I will do. You don't know what the delegate sitting next to you will do, but there is one person whose actions you can control, and that person is you. You get to choose what you do, and you are the only person in the world that gets to make that choice, and as much as you try, you cannot make that choice for anyone else. There are 7 billion people in the world that might do the right thing. The only person you can be sure about is yourself. The weight of this world, the problems that come with it, are not divided up equally for all people in this world. No, the weight of this entire world rests on your shoulders. This should scare you. You should be overwhelmed, but most importantly, you should be excited that the weight of the world could rest on your shoulders. Because the future, it's up to you. You get to have a chance. You get a chance to have a positive impact on countless lives. You get a chance to make someone just a little happier. You get a chance, and you must embrace it. Will you step up and fight injustices? Will you be part of a team that cures cancers? Will you fight to end hunger? Will you become a warrior for peace? Or will you stand up and inspire others to follow you on a noble quest? I know that every single one of you has the tools, has the ability to change the world, and I don't know how you will, but I'm excited to find out. But I do want to take a moment to address one of the biggest reasons people don't serve the world, and that reason's time. People always say, life's too short to do this, life's too short to do that, life's too short to do everything, but that's just not the case. Life is long. Life is the longest thing you will ever do. You have time to make a family, you have time to have fun, you have time to follow your favorite sports team, you have time to find a job, and you have time to make a positive impact on this world. Think, act, believe. I want to end with one final thought. Look at what happened during the horrific events in the Boston Marathon terrorist attack. In those videos, what stood out to me the most wasn't the explosion, it wasn't the carnage, no, it was the amount of people that blindly ran towards those in need. There could have easily been more explosions, but throngs of emergency personnel, spectators, and runners understood that people needed help, and they helped. They were selfless, they are inspiring. There is darkness in this world. There is despair in this world. There is anger in this world. There is hate. The Boston terror attacks prove this, but more importantly, it shows that in general, people are good. We want to do the right thing. We do care about each other. We just don't always know how, and many times we are scared. In Boston, the moment one person turned around and ran towards those in need, hundreds followed. So I have one final challenge for you. The moment you see an injustice, the moment you witness something wrong, run at it. Run at it, because I guarantee that when you look over your shoulders, you will see all of us running with you. It has been my honor to serve as your 67th Youth Governor of Pennsylvania. Thank you for this weekend. Thank you for this year. Thank you.
Very much. Members of the model legislature, may I once again present your 2013 Presiding Officer Corps to announce the results of the 2014 leadership elections. I'd like to first introduce Anna Vinny to give you the results of the Editor-in-Chief election.
Is she legal? Anna. They can't. Tell them not to leave. We need the winner here.
Delegates, can you please not leave?
We need the winner.
We need the winner. Just don't move.
It's my pleasure to announce Alana Mustin as your new Editor-in-Chief for 2013.
Thank you. It is now my personal pleasure to announce the winner of this year's Speaker of the House Blue election. And your 2014 Speaker of the House from East Shore YMCA Blue is Ryan Pleskow. Yes, for the other presiding officers-elect, you are invited to sit up on this side of the desk up here. It's now my pleasure to introduce your 2013 Lieutenant Governor, Ben Junker, with the results of the Lieutenant Governor election.
All right, before I announce this person, I'd just like to say a couple of things. I was talking to one of the gubernatorial candidates earlier in the week. I was talking to Callie, and she said that if she was fortunate enough to win, it would be hard to measure up to this year's presiding officers. I said, yeah, Erik's doing a pretty good job. And then I talked about all the things the Rauterkus administration had gotten done. Over 1,000 hours of community service have been achieved by this program. He instituted a new system for the press corps. He instituted a new party system for the Senate. And yes, his big resolution, the joint resolution, failed, but I don't know whether you noticed, but I haven't taken off my I'm in button. and that's because I'm still in. It's not called Youth in Government. The name YAG still pervades, but I know beyond any reasonable doubt that the winner of the Lieutenant Governor election is also in. And with that, I'd like to announce Molly Oken as the winner of the
Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce your 2013 Chief Justice, Rachel Brocious, to announce next year's Chief Justice.
It is with great honor that I announce to you the 2013-2014 Chief Justice, Devin Lacey. I will now swear in you guys. Before entering on the duties of your respective offices, I ask you to subscribe to the following oath. Please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Molly Oken,
Solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge
and that I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Thank you. Congratulations to you all.
Well, it's official. I'm now just a guy standing up here. So, before we move on to announce the results of our final election, I'd like to introduce, it is my great pleasure to introduce, Lydia Mitchell, the CEO of the State YMCA.
Thank you, Dylan. Okay, I am here to announce the lists and alternate lists for both of the national programs. So I will start with the National Judicial Conference. Please hold your applause, and will all of the delegates just come down and file down here, okay? So in alphabetical order, the delegates for the National Judicial Program this summer from, and hold your applause, from Hershey Orange, Joseph Abraham. From East Shore YMCA White, Rachel Brocious. From Springfield High School Blue, Phoebe Elpore. From East Shore YMCA White, Gabby Flam. From Hershey High School Orange, Rachel Hoover. From the Swickley Valley YMCA, Tessa Hauser. From the Ligonier Valley High School, Devin Lissy. From East Shore YMCA Blue, Lauren Pinson. From Hershey High School Orange, Patrick Starner. And from Palmyra High School, Naomi Ziegler. Can we all give them a round of applause? Okay, and for the Conference on National Affairs, I will start with the alternate list, and again, hold your applause, and will the alternates come on down. From the Butler Family YMCA, Delaney Emerson. From Middletown Area High School, Stephanie Applegate. From East Shore YMCA White, Abby Argue. From East Shore YMCA White, Samantha Bednar. From Boyertown Junior High, Caitlin Berger. From East Pennsboro High School, Michael Broshek. From Connections Academy, Christopher Cook. From Boyertown Junior High, Zachary Fiss. From the Camp Curtin YMCA, Nathaniel Grover. From Springfield High School, Miranda Holt. From Springfield High School Gray, Lauren McCune. From East Shore YMCA White, Molly Oken. From the Obama Academy Malia, Grant Rauterkus. From the Mon Valley YMCA, Coral Rushak. And from the Philadelphia YMCA Achievers, Douglas Webster. Can we give them a round of applause? Okay, and thank you, delegates. For the 25 automatic bids for the Conference on National Affairs, again, hold your applause. From Springfield High School Blue, Aaron Agnew. From Hershey High School Blue, Caroline Verselli. From Springfield High School Blue, Annie Brong. From the Rose E. Schneider YMCA, Jason Chickness. From East Shore YMCA Blue, Mim Eben. From Palmyra Area High School, Derek Fake. From Middletown Area High School, Zach Gates. From the Obama Academy Sasha, Ben Junker. From the Obama Academy Malia, Joel Macklin. From East Shore YMCA White, Christina Martin. From East Shore YMCA White, Kelly McGuire. From the Mon Valley, Marissa Miller. From East Pennsboro High School, Alana Mustin. From the Ligonier Valley High School, Jake Namath. From Obama Academy Sasha, Olivia Perfetti. From East Shore YMCA Blue, Ryan Plesko. From Hershey High School Orange, Umar Qureshi. From Obama Academy Malia, Erik Rauterkus. From the Rosie Schneider YMCA, Alexa Reynolds. From the Philadelphia YMCA Achievers, Joseph Russell. From the Westchester YMCA, Emmanuel Sessignon. From the Butler Family YMCA, Kathleen Smith. From Homer Center High School, Justin Smyers. From East Pennsboro High School, Olivia Stoner. And from the Camp Curtin YMCA, Callie Umapin. Your chief. Kona delegates and alternates will need to meet at the well after closing session.
Members of the Model Legislature, it is my pleasure to introduce your 2013 Youth Governor, Erik Rauterkus, to provide you with the results of next year's gubernatorial election.
Just a quick update, we're at 7,079,201,530, just for the population. But now what we have all been waiting for, it is my honor to pronounce the 68th Youth Governor of Pennsylvania, Callie Umapin.
Before entering on to the duties of your respective office, I ask that you subscribe the following oath. Will you please raise your right hand? Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Callie Umapin,
Solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge
and that I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just want to give a a big thank you to every one of the delegates who voted for me. I promise I will not let you down. We have an amazing year ahead of us, and starting from now, probably after I get a good night's rest, I will start with my new presiding officers, and we will create an even bigger and better program for you. And I just want to give a big thanks to all of the presiding officers, Eric, Rachel, Ben, Aaron, Dylan. It's going to be a really tough act to follow, and especially without them here next year, but I know that we can do this, and we're ready for it. Thank you guys again.
Members of the model legislature, may I have a motion to close the 2013 model legislature? Is there a second? Second. All those in favor? Aye. All opposed? Division has been called and is not recognized. Decision of the chair that the ayes have it and that this session of the model legislature is adjourned.